Welcome back, everyone, to the FFR Summer Rando Marathon in support of the Liam Foundation. We have a bonus run now. We have Sonny Wrath running Super Mario World Randomizer. And if you like what you see on screen, please always remember to donate. All proceeds go to the charity, but in the short term, I'm going to toss it over to Sonny. Take it away.
Thanks, Fizzle. So yeah, Super Mario World Rando. You may have seen this a few times in the past from me, and we're doing it again. I keep improving at it, so we'll see how this run goes. But we'll get this going in 3, 2, 1, go. So if you know Super Mario World, you know that this is a pretty good platformer. You know, one of the early titles for the Super Nintendo. And you might be wondering what all's randomized. Well, yeah, there's quite a bit of stuff. The stage names are randomized, which stages I go into are randomized, and we're immediately starting off with Tubular. This is not great. And I threw the P-switch. Awesome. So yeah, Tubular is definitely one of the harder stages to start with. And we'll see how this goes. By the way, enemies are randomized. That's another thing that should be mentioned. This could either be really, really easy or really, really tough. There's no in between. In this case, this is a very, very easy and forgiving Tubular. So we don't have to worry about dying in this stage. So with that, stage 1 done. Since I still had the P-balloon when I crossed the goal tape, we actually do get to get an item. So next up will be the Chocolate Galaxy, which is another special stage. This is way cool if I remember correctly. And so we have back-to-back auto-scrollers, what everybody loves. Oh, no. We wanted to go the other way. But I guess this is okay. We'll have to make do with it. Granted, I think I'm dead here, actually. Because this is not going to reconnect, so we're going to just take the death. So yeah, since I had to get this set up so quickly, I was like, panic mode. But no need to panic anymore. But I do want to go ahead and say thank you all for letting me have another run on here. So thank you guys so much for that. We're going to go ahead and take this pipe here. Normally it would lead to a block guessing game. Oh, we actually got that jump. That's really good. But instead, it just led to what I would call a trash room. Just one of the sub rooms that really has no point to it. And now we just get to finish out this bit of the auto scroller. And we are out of Way Cool. And in setting up, I completely forgot to get chat up and pop out chat. So now I can see you guys. And we get to cool down from the hard stages with Yoshi's Island 1. Thank goodness. So yeah, if you're used to the vanilla game, you know that there are normally Rexes in this area. But not today. Yeah, starting off with 2 special stages was very rough, but definitely something I can deal with. We're going to grab that 1-up, especially after losing a couple lives. And what I attempted to do there was a block duplication. Unfortunately, it did not work out, but that's fine. So we are going on to the first castle. The castles can show up in any spot where there is a single exit available. It seems we've gotten a lot of vanilla into my randomizer. We're going to go ahead and grab that fire flower just as a safety power-up right now. Because, yeah, I don't want to run the risk of dying here. And, ooh, okay, Castle 4. And hello, broken power-up. Say hello to the cape. So, if you've seen me run in the past, I have run no cape, no Star World for SMW Rando. This time I am not running no cape, no Star World. And looks like you only took one hit this time. So with that, Castle 1 is done. Fizzle, if you want to plug anything during this cutscene, by all means, go for it.
No new donations as of yet. However, this charity marathon is in support of the Liam Foundation. Originally started back in 2015, their mission is to encourage, assist, heal, and empower our LGBTQIA plus community through respect, advocacy, and passionate hearts to promote thriving in society. They recently participated in the first Pride Parade in Rockford on 6/1/24. They've also expanded their event space as of June of 23. They're holding new events such as open mic nights, name change clinics, adult peer support groups, and more. If you like what you see on screen and you want to donate to a very worthy cause, please think about kicking some dollars our way. We also have some unmet incentives that are coming up for the upcoming Final Fantasy VI Worlds Collide run. There is still the matter of the two bid wars. We have pick a starting party character. Umaro currently leads at $100. No second pick. We also have the Sid bid war. Save is at $40, not save is at $0. Your donations can influence either of those bid wars. After that, we have the Metroid Planets run, where Forced Hazard runs is currently sitting at $50 of $80. Only $30 more to force hazard runs for our intrepid Metroid planetary explorers. So please think about donating. Thank you.
Oh boy, we got Valley of Bowser 2, which also has its normal sandbar room, which is not very fun, as you know. I could actually go for a clip here, but it's a 2-frame window, and if I miss it, I just die. So I was actually thinking about attempting it, and as well as attempting the cycle skip, which I can do the cycle skip very easily. I've done it in the past, but let's play it a little safer this time around. Also, I did lose my cape while attempting to fly over the start of this stage, which, unfortunate, not the end of the world. I know I have other spots that I'll be able to get capes. Not only the slowest auto-scroller, but the worst auto-scroller. And on top of that, I have a 50-50 on which exit I want to take. Fortunately, we see the key right here. So what I did right there was a jump grab. I ended up hitting B and Y on the same frame in order to jump up and grab the key. So we are actually heading into... Oh, no. Okay. Well, if you liked auto-scrollers, this is going to be more or less an auto-scroller as well, because we have tied in Forest of Illusion 2. On top of that, we are looking for a specific exit. It'll actually keep us from having to do one extra stage. But if we don't get it, that's fine. So yeah, we're going to be swimming rather slowly here for a bit. which is very, very unfortunate. We're gonna try to mitigate as much lag as possible, though I don't know how easy that's going to be, because this stage with Tide lags a lot, as you can see. And yeah, it's an adventure. Kind of. So because this level has Tide in it and it is normally a water level, the water level got more water. But we're actually going to use the Tide to our advantage here because we know the key is here at the end. We are just going to go ahead and take the secret exit and see where we go from here. We're going to have to take the extra level. I do not want to go through the tides again. Yeah, we heard you like water in your water level, so here's some water in your water level to have water in your water level. Okay, so door exits are randomized as well. Oh gosh, that's a big boo. I cannot go for Ghost House Fly here. So, if you know this stage rather well, then you know that there are a bunch of different paths that you can take here. And we happen to take one of them that took us right to the big boo boss with an Eerie generator and a boo laser. So this is not exactly the easiest boo mini boss, and on top of that, he can take up to 5 hits. So we'll see if hit number 4 does it. It does not. So it is a 5-hit boo fight. The bosses can take anywhere from 1 to 5 hits, and 5 definitely did it. So now we just have to wait and find out if this was the correct exit or not. If this is the correct exit, we're going into the pipe off to the right. If it's not, we're redoing the stage. We're redoing the stage. So, if you liked this stage once, boy, do I have a deal for you. We get to do it again. But fortunately, it's not too bad. The worst part of it is right here with this big boo. I want to make sure I get over him without taking damage. And now we just have to figure out which way we need to go. So we're going to try this door. This takes us back to here. And something fun to note about the boo rings is they retain where they are in their cycles when you see another one come up. So we saw the first one, and then we saw the second one. Oh no. Okay, so it's gonna be up there. Got it. So if I can keep that in mind where they are in their cycle, then I can actually use that to my advantage in order to do slightly faster strats. This Donut Plains has been a little trolly, so I'm a little worried. Oh, dude. Valley of Bowser has become Valley of Castles. So, Castle 2, Morton's Castle going to be no big deal, especially when we have water physics here. And then we're in another Castle 4 room. I was going to try to maintain my P-speed throughout this room, which is difficult and a little scary to do, but I decided probably not the best idea there at the end. and we're on to another Koopa Kid fight. Unfortunately, with how this Podoboo is zoning me, yeah, I was worried about that. I was very worried about that. With a Podoboo being in there, it makes it very difficult. Podoboos are always rude. So we're just going to have to come through here again, unfortunately. And hope I do not mess up. I'll grab power-ups if I die again, because fortunately the stage is very, very short. Okay. We're going to go grab some power-ups. So we're going to come back here to Yoshi's Island 1. I say no. Game says, ha, nice try. So we're just going to grab a Fire Flower here because even if we grab a second, it's not going to matter all that much unless we get hit underneath the power-up box. Fortunately, with this castle being as short as it is, it's not going to be a massive deal. It just means that if we have to backtrack to Yoshi's Island for any reason, it's just going to take a bit longer due to the extra transitions that we have to do. But that's fine. Excuse me, door. Doors are hard, especially underwater. We're going to pause. We're going to pause. And we're going to hopefully get rid of the Koopa Kid this time. Oh, we're definitely not getting that first hit. We're not getting that second hit. Apparently, we're not getting any hits. Okay, we finally have a hit. It's 2 hits. Nope, we are not chancing that hit. We'll go for it here. Right now, we're just waiting for a good opportunity to hit him, which is right there, and that's the stage. Very unfortunate start, but nothing that we can't rebound from. Yeah, that Podoboo was extremely rude, but sometimes it happens. Such as Rando. So, you know, we've seen randomized water levels, we've seen, or randomized water in areas, we've seen the randomized rooms in castles, we've seen randomized tides. Speaking of castles, we're going from castle to castle. But this one should, well, I say should be better. Welcome to Roy's Castle. Except, this castle very well may not be Roy's. So, yeah, we have an auto-scroller section, and there's not going to be much going on for a bit here. Fizzle, what's our donation total at, out of curiosity?
Currently, our donation total is at $3,105.
What's our next goal?
Our next goal is 3,250. We're almost there. We can almost see the light at the end of the tunnel. I think we can get there. We just need a couple more donations.
We can absolutely get there. And you all just have to make it happen. Okay? No Potaboos here, and no statue at the end. Oh.
So we heard you like Potaboos.
Yeah. Let's throw some more Potaboos in for you. The nice part about these Potaboos is they can't zone me. But Wendy absolutely could. But she will not. So much easier castle there. Yeah, she moved from that second pipe from the left to the third pipe from the left once. So we've hit 3 castles in 2 worlds. That's very unfortunate, but definitely definitely a thing that can happen. But yeah, come on, let's see the 3,250 goal happen. I would love to see everybody hit it. Oh. Hi, another vanilla stage. So we're going to actually keep this shell with us for right now because we have to avoid the jumping flame. We're actually going to go ahead and take this pipe because we are looking for the subrooms that contain power-ups, which this is not one of them, unfortunately. But we get a free power-up, and finally, we get our first Yoshi that I am immediately going to get hit while having. And a fire flower. Perfect. And we're going to sack that Yoshi into the pit, as Yoshi should be sacrificed. And we are done with Donut Plains 4 at Donut Plains 4. Okay, so another special world stage. This is outrageous. Normally, when I get this stage in Rando, it's an auto-scroller. And outrageous as an auto-scroller is very, very, with a capital, very infuriating. Ow. Really? Okay. I hit the right cycle. And by I hit the right cycle, I hit the very, very wrong cycle. So yeah, outrageous. One of the last special world stages, actually the penultimate one, and geez, these bullet bills just have my number. And I let go of B to stop my jump, and it just kills me. That's cool. Okay, let's actually play like we mean it now. Or just keep getting shot in the face, you know, that works too. Okay, so if this stage is an auto-scroller, there are many different areas that you can die in. The areas I've died in have just been from me being bad. Also, say hello to our sacrificial dinosaur again. Oh, these guys are throwing mushrooms. Gimme. So Locky-Twos are our friends this time around as they're throwing mushrooms, so we get free power-ups. Hey, Yoshis are tools, not jewels. There we go. Okay, we are finally out of Donut Plains, and we are on to Vanilla Dome. We've actually gotten a lot of very difficult stages early on. And since I wasn't actually ready for very difficult stages early on, well, you saw what happened. But now we are on to another split path here with the Valley of Bowser Ghost House. And this split path can be very interesting. That's the first time in a while I've actually managed to do that. Oh, and there are ice physics. I love ice physics. Ice physics are the best. So one tile gap, you can fly into it, and we actually got the correct exit. We got the exit that we wanted. Now, I could go back and grab another cape, but I'm going to decide against it for right now because this stage really isn't too bad. Unless, you know, I just don't run for long enough and then miss my A input. I love it. There we go. So that skips climbing the vines that you normally would see and gets us to what normally would be the secret exit. As you may have noticed, the exits are swapped between the normal exits and the secret exits as well. That is another feature. And we actually got the exit we wanted, the normal exit. And we're going to encounter our first Reznor fight. As well as our first auto-scroller! Give me my mushroom. Oh. Okay. I know exactly which room this is. And I'm not a fan already. Because there's going to be a tough jump for me to do later on in this stage. As a matter of fact, it's going to be coming up very soon. It's the jump over those green blocks. If I decided to try to rush that, I would have gotten killed. So we actually did get all of Chocolate Fortress here, which... Or not all of Chocolate Fortress, but we got Forest Fortress Room 1 and Chocolate Fortress Room 2, I think this is. Unless this is also Forest Fortress. I can't remember. Because it's been a while since I played Vanilla now. And my spin jump did not carry, as it should have. Which is great. Just great. Fizzle, while we're going through the auto-scroller, take it away.
Sure. If you like what you see, please give us a donation. We are just under $150 away from our goal. We don't have any recent donations, however, we do still have some upcoming incentives to donate towards. For the upcoming Final Fantasy VI Worlds Collide race, we still have the Pick a Starting Party Character bid war. Umaro is leading at $100. We also have the Sid bid war to either save or not save. Save currently at 40, not save currently at 0. After that, we have the Metroid Planets run, with Forced Hazard runs currently sitting at 50 of $80, followed by the Time Spinner Randomizer, which has Turn On Gyre Bosses at 60 of 80 and No Hinting for Time Spinner pieces at 60 of 120. So if you'd like to see those incentives get met, please think of donating to a worthy cause today.
Okay, so we made it through, and oh, we have hyperspeed Reznor, and that was hyperspeed Reznor. Done just like that. So Reznor can be extremely slow to moving around like that. Also, the Satellite 54, thank you so much for that raid. Yeah, Reznor definitely upgraded in motor. And what is with all of the special stages? Holy moldy. I swear, we've hit like almost every single special world stage. This is certainly a run right now of special world stages. So we are going to go ahead and pick up the star here. And we're going to hold on to it. And we're going to butt slide to victory. So the star was really just safety. But yeah, we're almost on to the twin bridges. But before we go to twin bridges, we have yet another special world stage. Oh boy, what have I rolled this time around? That's the question. I apparently want to go to special world and get all of the normal stages in there. Ooh, we don't know. Never mind. We're not going to know what the gold shell does. But we are going to get a star. Unfortunately, this also gives us the opportunity to get lives, which we are definitely not going to say no to. Ah, high jump. Okay. I will eventually run out of special stages, but we've run into so many of them. We've also run into a lot of castles. So Jungle Temple area looks like it is Soda Lake. Okay. So this stage normally would be under Cheese Bridge area. But this time around, we get it here on the first stage of the Twin Bridges. Or second stage of the Twin Bridges. Whichever stage of the Twin Bridges I'm on. And I'm actually playing this a bit more risky than I probably should. Because you may notice I'm off the screen and just swimming under the stage. But that's so I don't have to deal with anything. So yeah, we're out of that stage now. Yeah, death planes plus water equals... What are those? So on to Butterbridge 2, which is, well, Butterbridge 2. Oh. Oh. Okay. If you like flying fast, well, apparently a blue Yoshi plus a green shell or a green Yoshi plus a blue shell will do that. And yeah, just like that, we're at the end of the stage. So that was Butterbridge 2. Start of the seed was a slog. So far, middle of the seed's going really fast. That's about right for Rando. Definitely want to grab this cape here to get rid of these lava lotuses. I'm actually going to grab a second cape because normally I would keep cape plus fire flower. But this is one of those situations that I definitely want 2 capes. Well, that did not work as I had wanted it to. So we're going to try to fly through the rest of the stage until we get to this point, and then we're just going to stay low to the ground, and we should finish with about 96, 95, close enough. What special stage have we not seen? We haven't seen Mondo, and we haven't seen Gnarly. Those are the 2 that we have not seen. We've seen every other special stage so far. But now, we're on to the Forest of Coin Flips. And what I mean by Forest of Coin Flips is every single stage in here has 2 exits except for 1 in the forest. The only stage within the forest itself that doesn't have 2 exits is Forest Secret Area. And we've run into very few stages that I am not worried about. But when it comes to the stages with 2 exits, there is one I am very much worried about. And hopefully we don't see it. It is Chocolate Island 2 when that shows up, because with how that stage works and its gimmick, it can be very, very painful. Also, this stage is just going to be a flyover. Well, if I don't end up hitting the pipe and sliding on it. So we're going to try that again. Never mind. We're not going to make it over on that. If I had flown the opposite way and then turned around, I might have actually been able to make it over. And we're actually going to start off taking the secret exit. So you end up just taking off and flying over here, and suddenly you're at the secret exit. So here's hoping that this leads to the Forest of Illusion 3. No, it leads to what would be the blue switch, but instead it is Star Road. Alright, let's try this again. Alright. I'm definitely high enough off the screen to where I should be able to make it through this stage just by flying over it, and there we go. That's all I needed to know. An easy 260 right there. So yeah, any of the pipes that extend to the top of the screen and there's no actual ceiling, you can fly over them. So it makes the stages a lot easier.
Got time for a quick donation?
Can I ask you to hold off until I explain
Sure.
how this stage works?
Sure.
So there are multiple counters in this stage to determine what room you go to next. Your time, your coin count, the amount of Yoshi coins, all sorts of stuff. And the stage can either be very, very quick, or it can turn around and just be a pain. So here's hoping. Fizzle, take it.
We've got a $20 donation from The Satellite. Put this to turn on Geyer bosses. I am so excited for Ravenlord to be the first boss. Best of luck to Wef Jebster and Waffle Soup later tonight. Thanks, The Satellite.
Yes, thank you so much, Satellite. And we got the correct exit first try. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Okay. We are in there. So now it is just a matter of, oh gosh, this has Potaboos. This has Potaboos. By the way, Potaboos don't work properly in water. So we just have to go through 2 more secret exits technically, and then we're in the clear. Yeah, those absolutely were Yeetaboos. You know what? No, let's get rid of the first one. And then we're gonna fly through this room. So, as you can tell, the cape is just broken. And the cape has always been broken in this game, because you can just end up looking at stages and be like, nah, I don't feel like doing that. I'm gone. And that's what happens. So, we are on to Chocolate Island. And it looks like we got Chocolate Island 1 in its vanilla spot. I swear, somebody's gotten so much vanilla in my rando. A fire flower. Don't mind if I do. A Yoshi. Don't mind if I do. Switch back to Cape. And we are actually going to have a little bit of fun here. So I'm just going to hold down B and Y. And we're done with the stage. So I could have actually tried to do something to preserve my flight state and gone into the first pipe that would have launched me, and I would have maintained my speed throughout the entirety of the stage just by doing that one thing. But that is a trick I have not gotten very good at yet, but it is one I've been practicing. And so we're actually getting closer to the end. We've really only got a few more stages left, but we have yet to see any of the sunken ghost ship subrooms. And if you know the sunken ghost ship, then you know what is at the end of it. And the one word that is said every single time the stage is finished. Come on. Respawn, Gold Koopa, thank you. Okay, so now we are just looking for the key in this stage, but since we haven't found it. We're just going to take the normal exit here to start and see if it gives the secret exit. Which it actually did. Now, since we do have to go through one castle, this is still going to be faster than going through a bunch of other stages in order to just make it through. Also, this is Ludwig's castle to start. Ah, Bowser's Castle door 2. And I actually wanted to switch out to Fire Flower, so I don't mind taking the hit. Into a non-auto scroller Iggy's Final. And there we go. Iggy's done just like that. Another cutscene, Fizzle. All yours.
No new donations as of yet, but please consider donating to the Liam Foundation. Originally started back in 2015, their mission is to encourage, assist, heal, and empower our LGBTQIA+ community through respect, advocacy, and passionate hearts to promote thriving in society. They recently expanded their facilities in June of 23 and are now offering services including open mic nights, name change clinics, adult peer support groups, D&D tables, and more. If you have the money to spare, we would greatly appreciate your donation to this very worthy cause. Thank you.
Holy lag, Batman. That was a lot of lag generated right there. But that was because of all the Pokies taking the spots of the red Koopas. But we did get Yoshi's Island 2, which is a very fast stage regardless. And now we are on to the Sunken Ghost Ship, which appears to be a ghost house this time around. Oh, and it's this ghost house. Okay. This definitely has a bit of a scary start for going fast without a cape. But is very, very manageable. Well, speaking of a cape, there we are. And there it was. So we have, okay, we don't have problems. Well, we might have problems actually, because I am going to have to do something very difficult here, or never mind. I'm going to have to do something very difficult here. Okay, so we have to attempt the shell jump. And I have to not fireball the shell that I'm trying to jump off of. So I'm going to take an intentional hit, which I know is not the best idea, but it's what I need to do to hopefully land the shell jump. Come on. There we go. So shell jumps you can do from 2 to 3 tiles away from a wall. And yeah, it's mainly just for gaining extra height. It acts similarly to getting a second jump in midair. So, we are actually almost done with all of the stages that we have to worry about in order to get to Bowser in his castle. Which means we're going to be nearing the end, or we are nearing the end of the run relatively quickly. And we actually ended up getting Cookie Mountain here. I don't want that. I'll definitely take Fire Flower, though. Thank you, game. We'll hit 3 of the blocks because I feel like it, and we are out of Cookie Mountain. So, 2 stages remain, and then we have the back door of Bowser's Castle. The problem with one of these 2 stages is it's a multiple exit stage. We want to head up. Ah. I see. We are getting Donut Plains 1 at the end. So, the key could literally be anywhere. It could be in either of the sub rooms. It could be just sitting out here on the ground. There's a number of places the key could have decided to appear. It could even be close to its vanilla spot, which is where I'm about to go check. You know, I mentioned something about the key being vanilla, and it's vanilla. Cool. The secret exit is not the answer. We are taking the normal exit instead. So, we have one more opportunity to see the sunken ghost ship. And if we do, we will get the mystical magical orb. And if we do get the orb, I do hope you all in chat post orb in all caps with at least a few R's. Here we go. Nope. We get Valley of Bowser 1 as our last stage. So no orbs gonna be happening this run, but that's okay, as sometimes it does happen. All right, we made it over that Mega Mole. We got this Mega Mole that we're gonna take a ride on. By the way, since we hadn't seen one, I'll pick up a moon. And the moon is a whole 3 extra lives. This is the Auto Molar. But we actually have a decision to make down here. Whether we take this pipe or the one up top, and this one happened to be the right one. It was the vanilla exit. We are on to the final stage. So, Bowser's Castle is going to be a mini gauntlet of 2 to 4 random rooms pulled from all of the castles. I actually want to get rid of the Magic Koopa for right now. And Magic Koopa Thank you. So, the Magikoopa can be very helpful if I had a cape. I could go through here very quickly, but unfortunately, I ended up getting tripped up on a single spike. Actually, we're going to take a death, because I know where I can get a cape very quickly. No, it wasn't this stage. It was this one, because this was Donut Plains 1, which starts off with a Super Koopa, which means that we can despawn him, respawn him, and just get 2 capes for free. Donut Plains 1 usually is very, very good for getting power-ups. If you have played this a lot casually, it probably was your main spot for farming power-ups before you got Top Secret Area. So we just have a little bit of platforming. Then we are just going to fly and damage boost through the Bony Beetle, apparently. And we are into another cycle, or we are into, I guess, technically another cycle-based room. Because you could call the first room, which was Castle 7, a cycle-based room. But this one truly is cycle-based. Oh boy, more cycles. This gauntlet is definitely being a gauntlet, and it has Potaboos, which are a little terrifying. But we are going to pick up the safety mushroom here, just because we are fairly deep into the stage now. I could go for a jump, but right now I don't think it would be the best idea. I think it's better to play a bit more safely and finish this out than end up being really dumb and causing myself to fall into the lava and take a bath. Now that jump I knew I could make, and looks like we are into Vanilla Door 7. And onto the final room of Bowser's Castle, which, holy cow, this is amazing. I can see everything. And now on to the Bowser fight, where we don't know how many hits it's going to take to push him into his next phase. So this could be over in a minute. It could be over in about 5 minutes, maybe longer. So yeah, here we go. He can take anywhere from 1 to 5 hits to advance phases. In this case, it is not a single hit. Is it 2 hits? It is not 2 hits. Are we going to have 3 hits to advance the phase? No. Is it 4? Oh, no. All right. I hope y'all are ready for a long Bowser fight. So, yeah. I'm going to attempt to skip 2 of the bowling balls here. We'll see how that goes once we get there. So, yeah. Hey, Fizzle, I'm going to throw it to you for this really long Bowser fight.
All right. Well, no new donations. However, I would like to announce that we have closed the bid war for the first character for the Worlds Collide run coming up after this. But we do still have the Sid bid war open. Sid bid war is currently still at save for $40, not save for $0. So if you want to make your voice heard on that, there is still time. And as a reminder, the FFR Summer Rando Marathon is in support of the Liam Foundation. Originally started back in 2015, their mission is to encourage, assist, heal, and empower our LGBTQIA+ community through respect, advocacy, and passionate hearts to promote thriving in society. They recently participated in their first Pride Parade in Rockford on 6/1/24, and they also expanded their space in June of 23. They're now offering services including open mic nights, name change clinics, adult peer support groups, D&D tables, and more. They're a very worthy cause, and all donations go straight to them. So please, if you like what you see and you have some spare cash, we would greatly appreciate any donations you would provide. Also, if you donate up to $40, you will be entered in a drawing for the crocheted chocobo you see on the right-hand side of the screen. We will be doing the prize drawings for that later this upcoming week. So stay tuned, and thanks for supporting.
All right, so we have 5 hits left on Bowser. And time will be coming up on the final hit. Or not the final hit, but when Peach falls out of the Koopa Clown car. So 1 hit to go. And it should be coming up very quickly. And time. That was a rude seed. I loved it. And if you happen to know the copy pasta, or a lot of the older copy pastas, like this one's referring to Pingia Panga with the article that was written about him beating Super Mario World blindfolded many, many years ago at this point. There are a lot of little copy pastas like that. But yeah, I want to give a thanks to our admins as well as the marathon team that put this together. I do appreciate being in this a few extra times than what we had originally intended. And I hope you all enjoy the rest of the marathon. Get in on this last day. Let's meet them donation goals.
All right. Thank you very much, Sonny, for an excellent, excellent run of Super Mario World Randomizer. Stick around, everybody. Coming up next will be Final Fantasy VI Worlds Collide.